This video is about Bantu knots and how I went from this to eventually that. But I want to take you on the journey of a black girl and the struggle of her natural hair, especially when it's that short. I fully intended on braiding my hair. I know. With all the news around the cancer-causing chemicals in braided hair, you'd think I'd know better, but I had a moment of weakness, okay? I ran out of my favorite gel. I was tired of doing my hair every couple of days, so I wanted a change, a break, if you will, from my hair. So I decided on braiding my hair. I know it's possible at this length because I've done it before, but for some reason, nothing I was doing was working. I initially started off freehanding it, but that was proving to be very, very difficult. So I pre-sectioned using the rubber band method, and with the crochet method, I was positive that it would work. I mean, it's worked in the past. Why wouldn't it work now? Right? But it didn't. And at this point, I was getting so frustrated. I had planned on filming this video for YouTube. I was inspired to braid my hair, specifically to do jumbo braids. And I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to show that it's possible to braid your short natural hair. Sometimes we try to force our hair into boxes it just doesn't fit into. And it might typically or generally fit into those boxes. Like, it can do those specific styles, but at that moment, it just doesn't want to cooperate. It's like it has a life of its own. It has a personality of its own. And I'm trying to honor that. I'm trying to honor my hair and not force it to do things that it just doesn't want to do at that moment. And that's for life in general. Like, sometimes we push ourselves into spaces we don't fit into, and not necessarily because we don't belong there, but maybe that is just not where we're supposed to be at that point in time, right? And so sometimes it calls for a redirection. Yeah, at that point, my hair just was not willing to work with the braids or the style that I intended. It was not willing to be put into that box that I was trying to force it into. So I had to pivot, and I don't know how I got to the Bantu knots. Like, it literally just happened. I got to a point where, okay, I either gave up on my hair 100% and just, undo everything that I had just did and just call it a day. But then I would not feel okay with myself, because I feel like, especially for Black women, like, our hair, if it's not right, we don't feel right, So I did not want to give up on my hair, and so it just felt like I easily flowed into doing the Bantu knots, and that's just what I did. That's just what happened with that, and I just went with it. And that is something I love about our natural hair, my natural hair, is that, or my just our hair in general, is that if one style isn't working, there are thousands of hairstyles, thousands of things that we can choose from to do with our hair. There's so much that we can do with our hair. It's so magical, it's so flexible, from the afros to the curls to the twists to the braids to the straightened, to just so many styles, cornrows, so many things that we can do with our hair. And that's something that I absolutely love about mine. So yeah, this is how I basically ended up with the Bantu knots instead of the braids that I had originally intended. And this saved me so much time, so much energy, and so much tension on my scalp, because I would think Bantu knots were really tight because I'd never done them before in all my years of having hair, whether it was natural, relaxed, whatever. Like, this is my first time doing Bantu knots, and it came out so good. It looked so good, and I really, 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 really liked it. I really liked it. Anyways, here are some pictures of the finished product, because my camera did end up dying, and I feel like it looked really, really cute, honestly. So anyways, Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you thought this was cute, or if you've done this style before, or if you try it. Just let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.